groceries with my.
This young lady's in Whole Foods and she's
I'm at
about
Whole
to pay
Foods
for
and I'm about to
groceries.
pay for my groceries with my.
You see? So it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. It's going to be new. It's going to be hip. It's going to be that new thing. And it's here. All right? She's in Whole Foods and absolutely astonished because this thing went through with her banking information. Most likely her health information is on there. All these things are ready to go. They're in place. All right? So next thing is going to be the big surprise is if they drop the bottom out of the market, some type of major event or false flag as we call it is going to take place, and it's going to be able to let them usher in this means of payment, this means of transaction.
Doesn't work. Oh, there we go.
How do you do it?
Magic.
Huh?
Magic.
Ah, magic.
In the past, people forgot passwords to important things, got locked out of their homes and cars, or left their wallets and IDs at home by mistake. But now, a radical body modification makes sure this never happens again. No, we're not talking about sci-fi. In 1998, a researcher got the first implant of a chip inside the human body, and ever since then, people have been enhancing their body with electronics. And as you raise your hand, you notice something strange about your implant that scares you.
We've been putting microchips in our pets for years, but now we're starting to do it on ourselves. The ideal place to put these turns out to be the back of the hand just underneath the skin. And it can be useful for things like opening doors or storing health information. But is this something you'd really want to do? Leave your answer in the comments.
Shalom, shalom, kol halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakhakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. This is the brother Yachanan from the GMS Houston camp. And this lesson is going to be going into the MOTB. And it's going to be lambacking off the elder from Boston. Boston's video going into the MOTB that he made a few days ago. And just off the rip, this is how do you say, predictive programming. So you see it a lot in television shows, like how they were airing stuff before the towers fell, or like now how you see in certain media how they have the this micro C-hip that they get implanted on them. Like I know Black Mirror is one. They had it in Total Recall. Minority Report had things like that. RoboCop was one where they had like the cybernetic implants. I think I mentioned Black Mirror. And Black Mirror is a heavy show. They have all the different episodes of like the social, how do you say it, the social credit system, or another episode where they could track everything that you were doing. I can't remember. Even the Matrix, that had a lot to do with like the transhumanism and going into the cloud and AI ruling over everything and implants and all this stuff. It's all over media. Basically, what I'm saying is these things have been put into the media, so it will condition you, the condition the masses. So whenever these things really do happen, they won't be afraid. They'll be willing to accept it. And even to the point where really they'll be calling to take it. They'll be demanding to take these things, like to they'll be demanding to take the chip. Like how this last, over the last 3 going on 4 years, how they fooled the masses into demanding to take that stick and poke. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with predict, because predictive programming, these things are, I'll just go into it. Predictive programming, and that's a conspiracy word, a buzzword that's thrown around. They're like, ooh, but when you actually go into these words, not just what they're telling you what this is, oh, this is what conspiracy theorists say, but when you look into the words, you understand more what it's talking about. And it's important to go into words to break these things down, because for me, for instance, it helps me to understand. It gives me a better understanding of things, the world around me, to help break down these words. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does predict mean? Is to foretell, to prophesy, to declare before the event happens. And this is what we do, the men of the Lord, the men here at GMS and the affiliate camps that follow the doctrine of Yahushua, that follow Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. But this is what a prophet does. The prophesy means to say before, and it says it in this. Let me see. Even in the word predict, it says before. Yeah, let's highlight that. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Before and to say, and to prophesy means to say before. So we're saying these things before they happen. And on the left, and this is on the right hand side, because we're sent by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to warn the elect of Israel, because they're the only ones that are going to hear it and really follow through. So to say before. So on the left hand side, which is Esau, Edom mainly, but on the left hand side, this is what they're doing. To say before, they're telling you that they're going to be implementing this new system, this CHIP, before it happens, and this is coming up. So, like I said, to say before, and then here I have a program. It says a public notice, a written public notice from the stem of pro-graphene to write publicly, and pro meaning forth, and graphene to write. So remember that graphene word later. So they're telling you, we're saying before it happens, and we're publishing it publicly. So, like, on the right hand side, the scriptures, again, the men of the Lord are telling you this before it happens. On the right hand side, the righteous side, to tell you not to follow through with this. But on the left hand side, they're telling you, but they're telling you without really telling you. They show you it, they'll hint around it, and then they'll be like, nah, this can't happen. This could never happen. Nah, you don't have to worry about this though. It's not going to happen to you. Or, no, this is going to be a good benefit. Like, this is going to benefit everybody. But the men of the Lord, we see this. And it's like, no, this is not good. This is what the scriptures are speaking about, because everybody that takes this is going to be destroyed. Continuing on, I think I had another word. Oh, yeah. And what these things are doing, they're showing you, like, and I have some videos. I think I might put them either at the beginning of the video or afterward, is social conditioning. And this is just a quick Google definition, is social conditioning, the sociological process of training individuals in a society to act or respond in a manner generally approved by the society in general and peer groups within society. So these things that you see with predictive programming, like getting the CHIP, how convenient it could be. And the videos that I showed before, like, the simple are going to be fooled by this, and they're being trained up to do this. Like, they're being push in his direction to accept it. And just because I had that word, this has this word training in there. Once again, going into words, I like to go and look at these words and see how, get the meaning of it. And training, it means to a discipline, instruction to develop powers or skills. So this is they're using this. So let me try this again. So the sociological process of, let me see, that word is training. So of disciplining them and instructing them to develop powers or skills in this format or in this society. So they're being disciplined or whatever, like how the men of the Lord, we're being disciplined. The men that follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're being disciplined in a certain way to follow how the kingdom should be, how the men of the Lord should act. We're being conditioned in a way. And the people outside of this, they're being conditioned another way. They're being conditioned to follow the power of this world, Satan, Esau, Edom, who's the physical counterpart. They're being conditioned to follow him. But us, we're being conditioned to follow Yahushai. This is Daniel chapter 3 and verse 4. And this is after Nebuchadnezzar had set up an image or a statue, and he commanded that all people were to bow to it. And how he conditioned these people to bow, well, I'll just go ahead and read it. This is Daniel chapter 3 and verse 4. Then an herald cried aloud, "To you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king hath set up." And that's a form, like whenever you hear it, they're supposed to bow down and worship. So in the terms of social conditioning, how they're showing you these movies, they're putting this out there in your face or whatever, it's conditioning you. So whenever it does come out, you'll just bow down and take it. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Therefore, and that he put that threat out there, like, hey, it's going to be hell for you. Like, I'm going to literally throw you in a furnace. And for the men, women, and children that don't partake in this new system that's going to be enrolled soon, hey, it's going to be hell for you. Because why? You're not going to be able to maneuver into society anymore. You're not going to have you're not going to be able to use cash. You're not going to be able to do anything without this chip. So, hey, I'm going to continue on. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 6. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So, hey, nobody's going to be able to buy or sell. That's from the top to the bottom, the rich to the poor. Nobody's going to be able to do it. They all have to get this. And so I'm going to get this word mark, and that's charagma. That's G5480. And this is, I'm going to keep going because the root word for that is karax, G5482. And that's I'm sorry, let me go back 1 second. This is, and that's an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as a badge of the followers of the mark, a thing carved, a sculpture, a graven work of idolatrous images. So this is a thing that's going to be put in you. And let me get this word karax, and that's a pale, a stake, a palisade. Like if you think about like it, like a needle, that's how it's referring to. And then keep going. This is a G1125 grapho, which is to write. So, and that previous word, program, that's part of that same word, to program, graphene, to write. So this is another, like a variation of that word. So this is to write. What's it going to have in it? On that C-hip, it's going to have all your information, your banking information, medical information, whatever. Like you're not going to be able to get by without it. So continuing on, and there's going to be a price to pay for that. So this is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Hey, so they're going to take part in the thermonuclear destruction. And they're also, they're going to be here when Yahushua returns, because Yahushua is going to return, and he's not going to be coming like how people think, like with candy canes and whatnot. No, he's coming here. He's coming with great wrath. Like he's coming to put the shit down. Read 2nd Ezra 13. Read Isaiah 63. Hey, he's coming to put in some work. So continuing on, I can't remember. Oh, Salaki, I'm not gonna go to this. I'm just gonna close out with this one. This is Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Hey, and this is the time. Like it's time to wake up. Like these things are right around the corner. Like they're here already. The chip people already have this implanted. Like people are already doing this, and those are people that are doing it just out of their own will. Like they're the preliminary people, the first ones to get it. There's people probably bragging about that shit too. I was one of the first ones to get it. But hey, our salvation is nigh, because what? Hey, this chip is here. It's not going to be another, I don't know how long. It's not going to be another 10 years. It's not going to be another 5 years. Like this place, the way this year kicked off, like this place ain't got that long. And hey, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. And I'm going to say shalom.